Hey guys, so I'm going to be showing you how to make these homemade pizza rolls. They do look a little different from the store, but they taste so much better. They are a little time consuming, but they are quite fun to make, and it is so worth it, so enjoy. So what you're going to need is some flour, sugar, salt, oil, and this pizza crust yeast, and then some water, and that'll make the crust. And then you can just get whatever toppings you want. I have gone for some pizza sauce, obviously, and mozzarella, obviously. Those are kind of musts for pizza. And then I've got pepperoni, and I think I'm going to make some sausage to put in them. I think that'll be good. We'll see. Other than the ingredients, you're going to need a rolling pin, a cutting board, something to cut with. I'm going to use a pizza cutter, and then something to cook them on, which I'm going to use a pizza stone, and also some mixing bowls and spoons to mix with. That's really it. First we're going to make the crust, and I haven't found any, bug. So first we start with the crust, and I haven't found any better pizza crust recipe than the one that's actually on the back of the yeast. So I just follow this, and we start with the flour. You add in a cup of flour, then you need a teaspoon and a half of sugar. A teaspoon and a half, and salt. You'll need 3/4 of a teaspoon. Where's mine? It's 3/4, and then a packet of yeast, which I think they sell these at like Walmart for you get 3 packs. Oh no, for like $1.24 ish, a little over $1. They're cheap. Get off. Make sure you don't like rip up the directions, because I've done that and it's not good. And you mix that up. And then you need 3 tablespoons of oil. Any oil, really. I mean, I usually use olive oil, but I'm out. So, here we go with 1. Oh, that was a big 2. Go with a little 3. 3 tablespoons of that. And then 2/3 cup of really warm water. And you mix that in. You mix until it's really nice and blended. You don't want any lumps or anything. So when you're done mixing it, it should look about this consistency. Can you see? Yeah. That's what it should look like. And it's, you know, it really not doughy. So this is the part when you add in a lot of flour. I usually do quite a few, because I've done this before, so I know how much it usually takes. So you mix that in. So basically what you're looking for is for it to not be sticky, because then it will stick to your pan. So I'm not there yet, so I'm just going to add more flour. And you just add flour until it's no longer sticky. I wait until the dough is, you can tell it's no longer very sticky, and that's when I go in with my hands and I just knead it around, and I try to use only one hand, so that gives me a second to add in more flour when I need it. So you see this? It's like I can let go and none of it sticks to my hand. That's what it should look like. Alright, so now we're going to roll out the dough. You can use a cutting board and stuff for this. I just like to wash this because it doesn't slide around. So I'm going to flour my surface. Come on, get out of the spoon. You always want to do this so your dough doesn't stick to your whatever you're rolling it out on. Like, so you'd still do this for a cutting board and everything. And then I'm just gonna pull off some dough. only going to do about this much first, because you're going to want to roll this really a lot more thinner than you would like if you were to do this for actual pizza, since it's going to be, because you know, pizza rolls, the breading isn't very thick. That's pretty thin. I'm going to leave it there, and this is where I'm going to cut it into the pizza roll shapes. I haven't quite decided how big I'm going to cut them. So we're going to, if you think they're this big, you want, and especially if you're doing this like on your table, don't cut too hard. I think I'm going to stick with this size, like that big. Now we're going to mix together the fillings. So I realized my actual pizza sauce was out of date. So I have pasta sauce now. It is Italian Garden. I don't know if it's going to be good. We'll find out. So I'm going to add about a cup of this. I'm going to grab. Well, maybe more. I think I'm going to add, since I haven't done this before, I don't know how much. There's half a cup. That's going to need more. We'll try a cup at first. There's 1 cup. And then I've got my shredded mozzarella. It's fresh too, like fresh chunk. It'll be good. And I have no measurement of this. It's just what I had left. Like, I now have no more mozzarella cheese. So we're going to add that in. I've got some sausage. Toby, get out from underneath. He's right between my legs. And then I just cut up, well actually I tore up some pepperoni, and again, all that I had left. So, no measurements. This part is just up to you guys. This is where you get to change the recipe to match what you like. This part you're going to want to get a fork as well, just so you know. And then you just, I hope this is right, scoop, ooh, don't spill, oh man, scoop a decent, that's probably too much, scoop some filling onto there, and then just roll it over, making sure. And this is where you want the fork, is to, well, I'm gonna, and like, oh no, it's not connecting at all. This isn't good, is it? I'm gonna roll this up and then smush it down. So roll it up and smush it down. And that looks delicious. In hindsight, I maybe should have made the dough a little thicker. So if you're watching this before, oh, that's too much. Before you actually go to make them a little bit thicker than paper thin. Because I'm afraid it's gonna just explode in the middle of baking. Alright, so I finished filling all of my pizza rolls, and I stuck them in the oven for 10 to 12 minutes until they were nice and done looking, basically. I'm not gonna lie, when I was making them, I was feeling a little skeptical that they would turn out, but I pulled them out of the oven, and oh my goodness, they look so good. So I've plated them, and I'm ready to try my first homemade pizza roll. I'm quite excited. That is so good. Like, it's more doughy than the ones you get from the store, but it's the dough. It's like, it's much better than that. The ones from the grocery store, they taste like the dough is like hard and cardboardy. This was like soft and chewy. I would just make dough balls and be happy. They're so good. If you guys do try this, let me know how it goes. I would love to hear. It's very delicious. And I will be posting in the description box like the recipe, which is not very a specific recipe, because you guys get to customize it yourself. But again, do let me know how it goes, and I would love it if you guys like this and subscribe and enjoy your homemade pizza rolls.